Hello, class. It is I, Robert Bryce Neal, and for this final creative project, I wrote an Elizabethan Shakespearean drama about two unlikely lovers, who cross paths and begin a romance. And this play, I was actually inspired by Dr. Noah Lelek's The Architecture of Loss. The story that was told about Nancy and Daniel while watching the play, I kept thinking to myself, this would be like a great Shakespearean drama set in like medieval England, and I don't know, it really piqued my interest. So I started writing some stuff out, trying to, keep it short and sweet to 10 minutes. One of the main struggles when writing Shakespearean drama is the language, the verse to be exact. Like I've written in my paper about my final creative project, each line is 10 syllables, and if it is more than 10 syllables or less than 10 syllables per line, there is normally a reason for it, such as if there's like 11 or 12 syllables, Shakespeare is kind of directing the actor and telling him to continue saying this word and then immediately continue to the next line. So there's no apparent break or anything. And if there are less than 10 syllables, Shakespeare is usually telling the actor that they can breathe or act without words for a second, such as if there was a line that was 6 syllables, those 4 syllables would not just disappear and you'd go to the next line. You would act those 6 syllables, and then you would pause for about 4 syllables, 4 beats, before continuing on to the next line. So I thought about all of that while writing my story. I also wanted to make the story more theatric, just because it's a Shakespeare, and if it's a drama, it's most likely a tragedy. Normally Shakespeare doesn't have the happiest of endings. That's kind of where I differ from him in the story that I've told. But there is a villain, and the villain is in the very first scene, and he is not in the actual story that was told during the Architecture of Loss, but he was added in my story to give it more of a sense of tension and risk. And he is like the captain of the English military, and he is after this escaped prisoner, and he has these two sidekicks, I guess you would call them, that are not the smartest, that have to go and find him while he is falling in love with this woman. But yes, those were my main thinking points when writing this play, and I'll just read a little bit of it, and in the traditional Shakespeare way, I will act as a girl. Well, I thought I was going to. Where's it at? Okay. Daniel, we cannot do this any longer. It's impossible. It is not impossible, Nancy. Improbable, maybe, but not impossible. But what will Cindy think of this matter? Oh, I am but a horrible friend, stealing the love of her gentleman. As you can see, it's just the language. I've written it in verse, and it's obviously not modern dialogue. So, yeah, that is my play.